Today na the 23rd day of November 2022. A remarkable day where we no go forget so easily where we dey alive for Siam. Well, we own them, I think then they give we more reason forget till them for tell we grandpikin them, we great grandpikin them, and some of we young one themselves for tell their own pikin them. And if they get for the talk, the 23rd day of November 2022 must coincide for say waiting, then fete na parliament. Sierra Leone parliament, literally fete. It make you wonder, say, okay, we don't see the catwalk, the elephant walk, all we don't see na parliament. But to the extent what we see today, it's different. Yes, we don't see police come inside parliament. This is not the first time. When police they come, we don't see honorable. Remember they faint. We don't see all that one day. But what we see today, who side we learnt that one day from? Who side we learnt them from? Who side? Is it that we honorable member they don't sit down and say, wait to? But they see now the other parliament, so then they send jab them, then they throw it in them. Who says self we own video for go viral? So now today, now then choose for make this happen. Now today then choose for make it happen. The other day, we see the president. Idris Elba. Now the House of Lords. He address them, he talk fine. We own them, press up them, they press up. Then they press up, they say that they wait for the PR system. Now they press up, then they wait. I ask, now be one fighting or not two fighting? You not gonna know say weapon then they around until people then begin for fights. Until people then begin for to go waiting them. Right, left, and center. Why? Now the question. All man they ask, what's in do? Until you know say tomorrow na Thanksgiving. So some of you they manage you quick for make you go able enjoy. There's a triple. Then they perfect the parliament. Now they go me chair. Now go take popcorn. And the chairman say, "La they watch ya. Who that then they fet for? Now for we, now for the lights. Now for say for light business. Now for say the economy right now the right day. Now for make it go better for we. Now for say, oh no, well who that they now with the people them because they say things then so expensive and then they who that then they fet for? I say now I got me chair. I take me popcorn. I begin chum and they watch. Because after I don't check what they say not to with the people and then they vet for. Hey, they say not for the constitution. You say not for waiting? Oh, the PR system. Now then they vet for. Who studies them begin talk about this PR system? You say na July. When they be there in parliament, they say, no, the PR is there in the constitution. If the president will invoke him, he go invoke him. All the man just relax. All the man relax. You relax, you feel say the next man he relax. That's so it be happy no. Because when they cham and that July, then cham if the president ain't go use some this and that, nobody no gap say no waiting. Let man go to the Supreme Court bar. Let man go test this thing. Let them explain to we find one force bar. No. They say, who that go Supreme Court? Supreme Court, waiting go come out today. And SLPP then about Supreme Court, the SLPP people. So waiting and go do. Now just SLPP. So, they no need for go themselves. All the man they talk you. So, what thing go commode? So, what thing they for do? Then for go on blues. Eh? Then for go on blues. Wait to go away. Me say they to go away. Eh? They say what thing? I'm not supposed to be defend all man. No, not all man. No. Now the opposition and then be defend. Then be defend themselves. He said, no, I don't go fetch themselves. What did they try for talk? Me na big man slap me. If he said they turn me other side, they slap. Man slap me, and they lick come back. So that one they not to fight it. Eh? So we self don't join the parliament them with it to go with jab. We don't join the parliament them. We sabi them. Sabi them we never. Africa can't give them. When they to go a job, we self increase we own. We increase her. We say honorable. I don't. Do they? I'm lost first. They really understand the word honorable? Eh? They understand the word honorable. We understand. Or let me not say them. We understand. Eh? The word honorable. How honorable are our honorable members of parliament? The speaker gets so much power. But we on speaker in Bikini, what's in the happen? Like say the papa not in a house in front of the papa. I be the AM. Okay, the clacking grab first. Hey. Salon Parliament. This fifth parliament here. This particular parliament. Well, me na young man. Me na young man. Who get all the folks them. Maybe me I know who can't talk say, oh, well, at me age. As young as I am. Me not ever see this now parliament. And this the amount of time them where police don't enter this parliament for put lawlessness away. This particular parliament Iboku we me don't see. Well, maybe before I born or before I get sense, it don't happen now other parliaments them. That I am not going to say. But for the one when me they alive, I think say other than that criteria for be parliamentarian, they need to work on it. Yes, the parliament tell we say the only criteria for be a parliamentarian for sabi speak English. You for sabi speak English. Now the only criteria where okay, you go say the age, alright. But my dear, now in parliament they look for you sabi speak, come on board. Yes, when they swear you in, then they give you the SO book, then give you the constitution, then give you all the other things them. But then they read that. For me, they will fail with her. For make they know like honorable members. Hey! This is the same house where they accused for corruption. How you go get honorable members? You dey accuse honorable members say they corrupt. You dey accuse the house who say the honorable members then they say na corrupt house now one day. So from then little things then they will look big. We use magnifying glass. Now they disrespect, dishonor. Don't they come na the house? Nade. You go say, well, what you want now? Now English you for sabi for come. So una say na the one that we go book no more. Now them, well, the one them we not sabi speak English, not they be parliamentarian. So for me, sabi speak English. What you get for do? You get for learn small, not to show. Where you go na parliament and they ask you say. Oh, unless you go say you na Dr. AYZZZ, and I never ask you for you school no and speak to you English, you reply back, you don't done. You're welcome. How do we get honor inside parliament back? Because the way we're going, you know good though. No good. The way this particular parliament they work not correct. Not correct today, not correct tomorrow. What? Me and somebody they talk today and I say bo. Hey. What you know they talk? Some of them are then they fet with them wife there and then girlfriend there before them picking there. So this is not shameful. Then begin to use for shit when they fet. I say, stop talking about our honorable members like that. These are honorable MPs. Eh? Hey. But you can say some of them self for talk the good English of Nawala. Because if you know, politics though. Politics. Politics. In Sierra Leone, it look like say politics is different. I mean, I don't care about Africa. I don't care about the other parliaments who they fet. I don't care about them. I care about Sierra Leone. Na salon mi land. Na me care for. But the way how we politicians, you know, I don't know. Ain't you ashamed? Or you get level na you party? Where you do this? Where you fet? Ain't you ashamed? Eh? Me I go shame you. But anyway, in Sierra Leone, we politicians go Parliamentary road. Eh? They no say, well, this way she don't go Parliamentary road, so it don't matter. Where she don't go Parliamentary road, it don't correct. Then now they go graduate for be proper politician as alone. Yes. Now that kind mentality dey. So you know, surprise when you see parliamentarian honorable members then they fet because you get for go Parliamentary road for graduates. Yes, not to the all. Some man never go Parliamentary road, but we sabi no. Wait, they la. They take you first. They go keep it by. But you don't go Parliamentary road. You don't go CID. You don't go be encounter. Yes, you get for come in contact with law enforcement. You get for come in contact with law enforcement first. Let them know say well, you don't ready for be politician. So the law enforcers them then they used to. Just depend on which part of the island. Then they used to with them politician for jaja them. Delta for jaja. They used to. But we, the people of Sierra Leone, get from make with politicians they no say we they demand good behavior. Good behavior. Good behavior would they demand them from politicians then. Good behavior. And I not go say now be politician and be the cost the inside parliament so because waiting no other people in the inside parliament other than the politician. But for make somebody there inside the House of Parliament, they cost. Hey, yeah, Papa God. Yes? They cost mommy cost inside Parliament. Like I said, other people in me there. So I don't know if you're a politician. But forget the mind for you for the inside Parliament, for cost inside the, for cost mommy cost inside Parliament. Something is wrong with our nation. Something wrong with we. The mommy cost now, it don't reach the inside Parliament. It don't reach the. How did we get here? How we get here? How? How we reach you so we don't reach so? Are we losing it? How would they gain integrity, ethics? Plus, you know the shame, the fate. Say, politics are fighting, you know. This is a fighting game. Fate game. We can do better. This not a we. Mo Musa say, he say na politician ain't cause because na main bull na they the cause come out. This not a we. This is not Sierra Leone. Not a we this. Not a we. This is a bad dream. Bad dream. Bad dream. As a speaker, as the papa na the host, as the papa na the host, you able to control the host. We not get respect for one another. Pan politics respect no there. Says who? I about to kick about thank you for the stars. Mame Conte, thank you for the stars. Who does say respect no for the inside politics? Who does say so? Hey. Beaucoup people like say, Abbas Jello saying things say they don't legalize mamikos. A lot of people they say, waiting happen. What do you see happen? Then fêtes en parliament. That happen. Talk and go, talk and come. Fêtes happen there. Fêtes happen there. But what's in we want to look at right now? The Deputy Attorney General, Omar Napoleon Koroma, he go with an instrument na parliament. We get for do with the PR system. If you remember fine, inside this year, July, the PR system be don't come up. Waiting parliament be say, no, discuss that. Yeah. I begin for ask, well, why them be put her inside it? Then me later pull up. I tell us not about the game, this na reality. Eh? They need for pull up. Then pull and they say, no, discuss that, they because what to do, it ain't the law already. Okay. So today, Omaru Napoleon Koroma, the Deputy Minister of Justice, he go lay the instrument na parliament. According to your account, he just say someone had to me the cost my because well, he get a miss I am. Someone had to me the settlement. What you get inside you know the pool. So if you have to come, I hope you do okay. On the account, this now what he say. He said today, him be at the well of parliament for perform in constitutional duty as the Deputy Minister of Justice. He said Ingole a statutory instrument because in boss be they on other assignment. And Napoleon, I for check if to boss be dinner other assignment. If you be say we don't get in Makoni, say bra, usiman and the train don't yanda o. Eh? We see them the train don't yanda. So me I go advise you not go let that instrument so. We think just say Napoleon Lengo. Just say na Lengo. I go let check. Triple A, they not pull the PR system out too. Then only he package the wording for make it appear like say, then pull and come out today. Like a cook they say. Napoleon say in boss be there on another assignment. So in today, time be get for go na parliament. He said during the process, na they fracas boss. Draw na him boss. He said one of the opposition members of parliament, and they can't play the video just now. We'll go see pan the video. Take one flower vase. So weapon na them be packed na parliament, they don't know. With all them fake flower they hold inside it. Not so bad but na fake flower, not to reality. Eh? Na fake flower. Now we use for decorate. We they cut it together, they make fake flower inside parliament. Anyway, now one of them fake flower there, the vase. Well, also them put the flower, who them want to go in the vase. I don't know, self. He say he take that flower vase, the vase, he throw away param. He throw away the vase param. A big one. You don't see that video there. I make like say you not share it, but if you not share it to the complaint. It's going by me. He said that particular MPD, he said that me head. Now be one knock with the verse. He said, but by the grace of Allah, I was saved. You were saved. How? You dodge? But the verse enact somebody. You go watch the video fine. Enact person. But not to Napoleon enact. But he say na in head. Na he be defend. He said this particular thing will happen so today in parliament. For make that MP a starting day. He max me head. He will lick up on me. He said this. He don't come up on politics. It is beyond politics. It don't pass politics business. This now what he say. He say, boy, if you dey against the instruments, the one we can lay, all you need for do na for move a motion. For make una go debate them, then una vote. He say na all that you need for do. Move a motion, una debate, then una vote. He say what he see the parliament? He on parliamentary. What he see na parliament today? On parliamentary. You know for the inside parliament. You know the opposite of parliament. Now see today na parliament. And no side self for no for sian. Because and they call no side. Because we will be the go academy. Sabusa will go say, let we go meet up for do that on parliamentary business. Eh? It on parliamentary. Because if I call one side now, then go say, now we have it here. Now why now you can't call say, let go na parade God, let go meet up there. Why you call parade God? On parliamentary. Eh? Okay. Wetin again he say? The thing we see. He say the violence. Otomi Toko. Umaru Napoleon say the violence will begin today inside parliament. He say now one opposition MP na him begin am. One. So how the one person start? Say big so. Eh? All the man be doing for that for this day, not so. Say who they wait for them. They were you don't say for so then they make like for say now then guess where pass all the man are. Eh? But now one day no more me the wait. Eh? Now one day me the wait. That day as he mistake so bra, all they perform na lo show them say Usa will come out. And they call him. Lord show the Usa will come out. And they call him. So I be the one that they fair two side and come out, eh? He said this thing if was stop. He repeats him back. This was unparliamentary. This was dishonorable. That's what he say. He say unparliamentary, then it is dishonorable. Inside the House of Parliament. Look the country there, itranga like itranga so. Not fit for we. Not fit for we today, and not fit for we tomorrow. Yes. I see me the kaka say, see the never waiting for the tranganess of the country. Now, I'm extended and get that for member. That's for na get mind. Can't tell you parliamentary and then for go fet for order. Eh? What do I let them go fet for? Alright. Urayayi Napoleon Yonsai. One thing where people today, after this incident, all man begin talking. They only work on a salon. They want bring trouble. My dear, hey, one day can a salon. No one time they. Why you feel say what for can a salon say first? Because they integrating by themselves in parliament, so what they can a salon? Why do people always envisage like waiting? Now so they go make well, let them practice them confirm by themselves. No one they can a salon. No war, no the candy. Then them bust the head. They will not to themselves. Not to una they go and talk. Wait the day when they lay that in welfare bill. Let's you the only smile back and then talk back. Fine. These are the same people that will say they own budget force. They fetch that thing. When they say them budget, then they care and self go. Then big pass the finance committee where they for go explain to. Francis George, thank you for the stars. They say them big, so first of all, then they carry them budgets go na you bill and they not go there. They say them budget, then at the president say they go give. Let the president sign them. You see them fets? You see them fets that day? When are for themselves? I bet you they feel say because you see that performance day, you think to say, oh, all things scatter na the country. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Because they sabi wetin and they do. They sabi exactly wetin and they do. Was it called for? No. We want for see this? No. It's shameful. But don't be carried though. Don't be carried. Yeah? Oh. Don't be carried though. Let me know say just no campaign 10 come. Una self gonna treat una begin fet supporters. I say but let's see the other fet to parliament. You self go begin fet. Go boss your head. Go boss your head. I say you just wait. Let them count the welfare bill. Let go you they only smile and laugh. Yang you no go yeri. Yang. Say what they say what they come out. Now make you finally get something as alone. Because sometimes you don't care for your people them. Because if your people like say this salon, you go worry say, me people in this salon. If trouble can they. If you get something where you really care for, because event a parliament and what they can salon. I don't know, man. That's it. Salon is peaceful. No wonder they can they. Me and show me today. I catch me popcorn at the charm and they watch them. Because by tomorrow, all thing done. They never fine. A performance, that drama. You watch film. Oh, not you understand safe. So be salon parliament. So be salon politician. Okay. Well, we don't hear from the Deputy Minister of Justice. We don't hear from him. Now him be go for go lay. Again, I want to ask him, boss, true. Tomorrow we say ask, I say pa. True, say he be get other assignments. Or now he be just choose this, or if you don't get him a con, he say, my name be the press up for can do this thing today. Okay. Look, and quick to we investigative journalist. Sylvia Olainka Blyden, OOR, Order of the Rokel. This morning, he said, "Me, I don't know why the MP them fair too." He said, "No, no." He said, "But as citizen, personally, he said they don't offend them. Without about you know they do so." He said, "But as citizen, he offended because the Attorney General, Minister, the Deputy Minister of Justice, the Attorney General, he go lay instruments, na Parliament, where they no can go to the public yet. They no gazette them. Okay, and that's it talk. You say, no, what he made them feto, but seeing the two way they vex him, the two way make him feel offended. Now when Napoleon go, he go lay the instrument where he be say, the public, they need for gazette and force, and other one for buy, go buy him, so you go able for get yourself for fair with 20 inside it. Now that is the procedure. And go to a government bookshop and print them. You want some, you go, you familiarize yourself with them before then they can go to Parliament for go lay and day. However, when this God be the come out today, we see Usai, the Deputy Minister of Justice, himself be share the Sierra Leone Gazette say the documents they don't gazette them on Wednesday, the 16th November 2022. And then gazette them. So Auntie Sylvia say, you know what? I look at free time today. Let her go by a government bookshop because now they supposed for the and the printers them. And they print the way you go if you want you get. You say let worker go down there. Let her go get a copy of this. Even though you don't tell we say, you know, this thing or the. Check come and say most people they read in a salon, but that's what our constitution says, Checo. Our constitution I say that any instrument before they go lay in a parliament should be gazetted. Who don't want you to go secure a copy as the public so that you know, so that when they go in a parliament or then they talk, if they make a live, you self go able they take that same copy they go through them where then they call the subsection them. Now so we self they become familiar with all the things that when they can argue in a parliament. This is the process. Auntie Sylvia say, "A go down there." Let we listen how we been passed here. We reach there. This is the part first for the instrument na bookshop. Na short video. Let us just listen. Quick. Okay, look like say I get for do small work now. Look like say I get for do small work. Not be day in mind though, but let's just do quick correction now. Okay. I think so. I'm able to do the quick correction. A mistake just now. Begin your own game.
Gazetted documents. So unfortunately today. Okay, so basically I always come here whenever I want to get gazetted documents. So unfortunately today we've not been able to get the gazetted document of the PR system bills, the statutory instruments number 13 and number 14, because Mr. Prince Coker is always very cooperative whenever I come here, and today he's apologizing that there's a heavy workload at the government printing department. So we spoke to the deputy government printers, and they have not been able to print yet. What's the reason? Is the heavy workload.
Estimate election material.
Okay, so they're also printing a lot of the budget estimate.
The budget estimate.
Okay. So because of that, they've not been able to print because normally it's made available to the public, but they've not been able to do it yet. Okay. All right. Well, thank you. So statutory instruments number 13 and number 14 is not for PR system. It's not yet available at the government shop. It has not been gazetted yet for the public. All right. Well, thank you very much, sir. It's always a pleasure. All right. Thank you. Same. It's not yet available at the government shop. It has not been gazetted yet for the public. All right. Well, thank you very much, sir.
Nti okay. Auntie Sylvia don't go fair note. He do a video. I just hope say we uncle we grandpa we the weekend and not lost in job tomorrow. I'm hopeful for saying not lost in job tomorrow, because not true because sometimes if Silver Blading be talk say Ingo day, well the gazetted, even though we don't see a paper we say it was already been gazetted, he say they not print it the person a workload. I just hope say maybe if he be kai can't talk and say na lie, you know, not so true, so I make you do video. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful for say the panel lost in job. No, seriously though. I hopeful say no lost in job. For say well, and Tina you go talk to Dr. Sylvia Blading, well, tomorrow stay at home. Stay at home first. Because waiting will be learn and waiting the video show are two different things. The pan I work they do, the pass then get boku, work them. And they do the budget estimate, the budget whatever, and then they print right now. So they not go able. Then they go want make you ask wait to. So now one get yes, now one who get. I will get to. I will one dandy. Government printing. I will get. Not get boku. Until if you check inside the find one gist no. 10 people self no do. You don't hear it there, eh? Okay. The main thing will bring you Canada. Now in this. Let's do one quick one. Quick one no more, yeah?
The parliamentary right now. You see right now, the APC are start, you see.
Delta 1. Delta 1, please. Police officers will be deployed to ensure that city make sure if anybody disrupts the city, by the time we please do it quickly. Honorable members, we have only cut on this section of the well to ensure that cities go on. However, if you are still noisy, the noisy MPs will be taken out. The noisy MPs will be taken out. We have only cut on. Hello, officers. Delta 1. It may seem we are not getting control. Please, Delta 1, let your men get them out. Get them out, please. Delta 1, get them out. Get them out. Get them out. Lawlessness. Get them out. Get them out. Get them out of this way. Let them get out of this way. Let them go. Get them out. Get them out. If you are lawful, come and sit down. But you are not out of this one. Get them out. Get them out. Those who are peaceful can sit down. If you are not peaceful, you will be thrown out of the way.
Get them out. Get them out. Eh? Get them out. Get them out. Now be one person the fet. Now be two person the fet. Or now be beaucoup people in the fet. Now be one group of people the fet against themselves. Okay. Now how Parliament don't reach. You hear the cost note also. We can play cost now, but shameful na understatement for this to happen. Shameful na understatement. The clerk say get them out. Another MP say no, this is our house. Hello, Delta 1. Atlantic Command. This not correct. This not to the parliamentary we want. But now we get right now. Welcome on board, whose friend. You get the platform, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Triple for giving the platform. And thanks to all the source of the information and you too for talk with through regarding this issue what happened. So I believe say this fighting and brawl in the parliament, it don't become a tradition where people want for take up. It don't be on the rise, it go on and off, both now in nation and worldwide. But always the legislative violence there, because I saw them call them anything when a legislative violence, then why would they try for make law, then they in a parliament, so they go able for decide the one day when they go represent for go make law, that they then can get problem with bills, how for pass them. But it all comes down to people and they suggest about people and behavior. It comes down to morality, that political morality what people then go able for show. And people then for understand about procedure. But I don't want to go first to the area how it come about. The point here I would just want to look for say how people then try for the follow procedures and they gain they create avenue space for let people able to follow procedure who then will get say na procedure who will yield peace. Currently all people and they try for always aim at. But I believe say now in area of legislative violence we don't come because of people that fail to realize them duties and procedure. Because when you talk about procedure, I don't say we'll come to the point where they talk about the section 97. And they talk about those procedures where you been mentioned, see why them been they snooze the alarm. And they always talk about when you person, you know, say you don't able wake sleep come, or you a person where you need the alarm for wake you get for comport with that alarm in week one. But if you always say the press and force like way and just sleep small, that they all this they come, they push them, which man and get out when they say procrastinate, put them before you. They that in mind. But because first of all, failure of following this constitution when section 97 will give them the mandate for let them for don't go to high court. Well, they failed last Friday. Why? Nobody know why they fail to justify or can't tell me why they don't want to go. Whether they not trust the process or they don't want time wasting, or not the finance no day, or just because of people in the past snooze and clock. So these are the points where I've just said then create this point here for let it be so today. And then you look at the balance of power again, most times it can be an issue with public opinion. So the people and they try to balance the power in terms of the three bodies of the government. Now then when they are back, we can see in default. But then now when the actors in these areas, we know they always see some of them who then they put aside for B, then they do their things there. And everything they come to about development, we they hope for let things and go grow. So we see they go enough for what represent, for let go bring idea, for let put law, we not law, not to forgo behind, not law we forgo before. And not to law for favor yourself, or not to law for favor the party, not to law for favor any group, not for favor the nation, for let you go before. But that's already, they don't feel them and they don't get any mark in terms of that area there. So you will have a question saying now, is it an area where they look for democracy, they come by force, or now a democracy where they come in a different form, where they always they try for design, but when they try for design now and put them to the right space, it can either big or sometimes they even fit for let it go inside that space. So what I try for say here now, then they try to get out and a kind of an instrument when at 13 and 14 based on this PR system. Now they see the cover. Talking about 38, who they say this, will this not be? Then 33, they talk about this. But they ever talk always about the civilian in your own section. Okay, don't level outside it. They always they pick outside where they fit their own areas. So they don't get this one hour last week that we don't talk after they don't get few discussions regarding that issue we've been talking about when they pass the parliament, we've been getting a discussion here. So about all those areas that would bring the budget, say, well, then see how we begin from Wednesday. When the last week Wednesday, because a week before last, so now last week Wednesday, from begin for discuss the bill them, all of them will put in the parliament. Then this Thursday, when tomorrow, the Thursday the 24th, now then for them begin the bill and the budget. Okay, so they don't put this on the table, say that they go do. But the point here is, they begin to do them things here now. We don't see anything we do beforehand for them for us. See when this will go for follow procedure, wait. But because of this timeline don't come, the problem don't come at Parliament where there are people in the Constitution say, okay, we'll get this SO 63. Because when you look at him now, because then get sequence of talk before this fighting begin. The speaker open the talk, now him begin the say paragraph 5, now then for begin the look by these instruments. Begin to argue about names, go to page 6, then begin to talk about other arguments of how they change them. But the point here where them they try to argue, because the leader who represent the opposition, the speaker and the leader of the opposition at Parliament who represent them, in the try for talk about say the time is short when they give them the notice for this statement when they give them what they sign for. So then we understand how before they can put this instrument. And then the others understand well, this instrument is supposed to guide the law. So that point when they guide the law, they begin to say, well, you the SO 63, that now you might not come for counter this SO 63 what they allow you for, let you go change the timetable because remember they don't put the timetable say Thursday tomorrow and then they put the bill for the budget. So they don't go put one event into another event. So, but they're not count on agreement. But now they see they get agreement. But the opposition party wanna be Cherry Coco not be there. So that's why they taking place. But then they argue about saying when they give them, but this is on Monday. But it's on Monday says Tuesday and Wednesday they debate. So you go begin the question, say in a time right for them to understand them, or like a referendum, when they try for break them, when people for don't partake and understand, or then they even left the section where it calls for the citizens their own right as voters, so they will get a referendum state of any decision, or then just they pick up things like the prostitution way for make up things, they become bitter. But again, you point out something, say, let me suspect something may happen. Myself want to suspect that a bit. Because when you look at the action when they take place towards the end, you will see even the Maui come to the point, we talk, let not be a Shaolin film. Before even things not happen, you say, let not be a Shaolin film, when they center for a debate. Then even the speaker himself, he renounced that. So go on. Talk about 63, talk all man don't fit in one way for find the constitution and stand in order. So but the final point don't come now where this man be the try to talk. Now they then begin to get undertones. The undertones where the opposition where the ruling parliament because the opposition want to talk, they don't allow for talk. They don't allow for talk. If they try for talk, they allow for talk. So if they are not allowed for talk, and I see the group from behind stand straight away. Confusion start now the parliament. So but the point here is this procedure and listening and debating and following procedures. You go and say now the speaker now infobos for part there. Okay, I read them, but it do in a mild way say they all don't know what they say. You say you man, you say you the one who act for the opposition, you know, now all along they put the card the us. But the point to them they try for pickups, you don't want tomorrow this thing can pass, then we'll begin to react. Now that will be proactive. But as you say, the proactiveness for don't come before and for letting for don't go na court where the constitution given that amendment. I mean that privilege. But it all comes down to again, you go question say there 3 bodies there go work, one at 3 arms or on the fear. We don't know. But it all comes down to the politicians. Because this not to one side it happen, a historic thing, but we're not going to say because it happened historic because they can't and they contact and one day now. Notorious in fighting, but not that's the one thing we try for copy. We try for copy areas that will be role models, where people will understand how they will go to parliament, follow procedures, then availability of documents, then we don't give them this particular thing and the parliament will that thing that digital system. So then we'll begin to get a soft copy of the thing instead of get hard copies. Then we'll be there for parliamentarians. If you're not able to get now the citizens, because the citizens are used to the bubble pen style of just making decisions without them knowing. So if I go make an decision, when I go make it there now, where the owner said go get the information and make use of waiting and you restructure them, but when I know they get her, then go to the Gazette in the library not print out because this bill now in the one for look before. When you look at the bill and look at the PR system, the bill is already something where the budget, everybody knows that the budget is not in good shape. That's what they know. What if they were able to amend inside the budget again? a step telling the people about what we don't go take and how one for go take and how much to get for go take, and I think that they will not even know how much that they. That's the story. But this is a system where constitute where the whole country get for involving. And for us, push this aside. Now that we come for work and after that we ask for gratuity, for them pay we, for them doing this. Then we deal with working the day with people and behavior. But it all comes down to people and morale. When they lost their morale, they know what they will do when equity for your man will get inequality will come on that place there. But they all they fight because there is no decentralization. The devolution wouldn't go say this na devolution will go able to put the old man go make instead now more of a revolution. But to give you a message to the speaker. Make him remember a book he called on Democracy by Force. If you talk about democracy by force, a book where you write, let go to think, how you go to solve things. Now we're not going to see people and they do things who they try for say we don't know whether not by force or not by the constitution, then they go. And in the day we don't write any kind of book. They have just the reminder that is more to him, but long the keeper, until a big man, but he understands say these are the things we really fight for before he come and he get those things in written. People in the reader and they sell on Amazon, let them not just they sit down there on more things and they go wrong, wherein nobody not wait for take side, we will get a balance of power. People then go able to get the right for you and go get the factor when they put things there for. They know they always sit down when they enjoy a drama, when a Shaolin, people that have to become experts. I don't even know say we get experts they will able for sure send javelin. Let them go do Olympic. We don't want for throw discourse. Let them go do Olympic games. Let them go practice. But not to inside Parliament when they go show them skills of being ruling and where we say constitution in day and the one them back okay they trigger things then. You see? Because people and they trigger things. They go blame the opposition, they go blame them, both of them. Because that point they're not supposed to actually calm down for what begin first. Now because they not allow, they not give them the time for talk again, the leader they talk. Whatever they talk other than this. And I believe say more. The one we begin the undertone, where now the other one where I think that this man what they call Tawa. Tawa actually now begin the undertone. And from that undertone they calm down, the undertone come up again. Then in the speaker now one of the government of government business, he said begin talk, he said say well really get a chance for talk. But it all comes down to how people and therefore try help let our country become constitutional. The other one in message again what I get for what cause this problem because if you look at the PR system now I bring this, the PR system it only come because of the law they hold on they are true. But in the electoral commissioner, remember, if they don't begin the consult in August, the chief, if they don't do the first one where you see that the average at this census, I mean this seat to this seat, then it left the areas now for go consult the chief them. When they ask them, you know, give anything tangible say that this particular reason, even though they're in the room around, not to written. They say, oh, now because of August 10, or now because of what he not able to give it, what go able left na record, see, now this reason why I finally go I push this 38A for that go consult the presidency are not able to do boundary delimitation. But if you're able to do all this average, you do the average because before you use the average of the 2015 census, then you use the average of the 135. Now you say use average. When your maths and you want grade no. But when you come out for boundary delimitation, at the next stage, you not do one. That boundary delimitation, if you don't look if you're able, before you begin to do an average. So the sequence you will begin to down say this people now sit down like they position there. And the one they want the same for them, are they doing the right thing or they are just trying to confuse us, saying either not acting or not play acting or not something with a biasness. But it all comes down to let them try for they get ethical behavior and what they teach, but they get them in political science. They get out they own the moral, but they not just they deal with the things there because most times when they see them only do things for the country, then they forget and they are protecting their own small space which belong to the one that we give them when are their own party. And during this process, by the time that we reach the citizens, you know they buck again. Because now protection, then the time for do protection in terms of delivery. Let God help the nation so that we will get this rise of legislative violence. Now we on sub-region, let it go stop. So that then we're able to get a better approach where then they make decisive referendum and people then go able to involve, not to things that more than will bring people and they always question. Let God help the nation, let God help the leaders so that they will able to know what you do for we. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, whose friend.
You're welcome, yes, sir.
Yeah. We want to say thanks to whose friend for Ion submission today. Welcome on board, Alpha. You get the platform, sir.
Yeah, Triple A, thanks for bringing me on board. I want to say good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to all the listeners. I hope I sound audibly.
You sound fast, small, but we can manage them.
Okay. I think I don't follow up, and I want to say thank you to Uspren. I think me on take, and this whole incident will happen at Parliament today is unfortunate, Sierra Leoneans, they don't decide long this time how they want them parliament for be. Then give the opposition majority seats, and then give the winning ruling party the government. But because the government knows that without the parliament, they cannot perform, so that make them remove 10 opposition members. At the end of the day, this is the result we are continuing to see. And I can tell people that they're not done yet, more day for come. Because people don't know continue for to keep quiet wise, things that they go on way, not to the right way for go on. And they follow up the comments, people, and they say, well, the opposition, therefore we don't go to court, therefore done this, therefore done that. And the same program, we don't tell people and say, we got no independence. We don't talk on several times, yeah? We don't talk and say, the judiciary, they be controlled. Not only this government, some don't do them. Previous governments and don't do them. They control the judiciary. At the end of the day, now waiting and saying in courts. Since this government in power, all majority opposition parties then in a court. C4C in a court, APC in a court, ADP, Mohamed Kamarimba and party still in a court. All case undecided. 4 years down the line. So when it comes to the parliamentarians, it's sad because waiting people let me want, not when the government accepts. The government now they do waiting they want. So at the end of the day, nobody know they support violence. Nobody know why they work kind of Sierra Leone anymore. But again, they push in at the corner now. Say you say you do anything way you want. Opposition is very, very much important. And for me, the government need for listening to the opposition. You can't get your way, have your way in everything what you say. If they not support you, now other thing. It's not done. At the end of the day, some parliamentarians they don't go put in a cell. How you go carry police inside parliament? This has not been the first time. This has not been the second time. They will carry police go right inside parliament. Is police have the right to go into parliament and make arrest or whatever? No. They're like when they say let them settle it. When it comes to something related to their welfare, they will support it. No quarrel, no fight. But no sooner it comes to something related to and their positioning, we go shake them, it will bring problem. So for me, the government gets the responsibility for ensure say they do things the right way. If now opposition may raise member bill or whatever, then thing and they way not to the right way in a different story all over. So now that make for me, they always call upon the government. They have the responsibility. If they not say they don't do well, let them make the playing field level for everybody. But because they not say yes, if we left this team level playing field, it's going to be a difficult task for us. Now that make for me, I see all these kind of challenges when they come up. And it's really, really sad for the country though. The layman and they out there, they don't know, they will say, oh, look, we parliamentarian and effect. Campaigns are not trouble. At the end, we police are not well equipped. They are not well trained to protect human rights. So what you get for next? Now, so brutality, so confusion. Where you want to talk, you get the one that want a party loyalist, you get the one that want a party picking them. They're going to say all kinds of things. But be waiting me always they say, Sierra Leone come first, do the right thing. Trust me, if you know say they do the right thing, you conscious yourself will serve you right. You go yourself for they serve go protect you. But when you know they do the right thing, that make what they say all length here. So me they call upon the government for take the responsibility. If una know so una don't do well, una make the game clear, let everybody compete. Una not they stifle the oppositions. The opposition get right for talk, they get right for make their voice heard. So now that me take Tripoli, let God continue for bless we all, and let we pray that Salon go better tomorrow.
Thank you very much, Alpha. I return the mic to you. 3 minutes, 5 calls. 3 minutes, 5 calls. Looking at your screen, now the green section, you will see the numbers, then the scrolling. 3 minutes. If you want past 3 minutes, you want to explain, you left here. 3 minutes, 5 calls. If you call, just call one time, yeah? No call over and over and over where somebody didn't at the phone. We can't hang up on the person, but how the calls then come inside, now so they return the calls then. I want to come out here. Me talkie right now, they soak. I want to come out here. Gandoba, thank you for the stars. And I want to hear. Yes, Lawrence, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Yes, well. Is alone. What they reach? I don't reach so. I'm not vexed for the parliamentarians then, because when you push them to the wall, Sembe Osman and Godwin Savood and Peter Abraham and Mindboy, they push them to the wall. Why you want to bring PR system? PR system, the constitution make them clear. It's not constitutional instruments. They don't reject them first. They first will not argue. So you don't bring a canal for. The parliamentarians go to the political parties and go stand. The independent candidates stand. Yeah. So now, will the people for look at the parliamentarians and vote for who they want vote for? You can force some power. That parliament say if you want to turn out upside down, that is not disgrace. Enough is enough of this nonsense. The first speaker of the people they hate. They would remove 10 parliamentarians. That judiciary will not trust them. So we know they follow the process. So this now is smoke in the sea. If Conan mistake Allah say, but that you win. Now the smoke turn in the sea. So with the people and we will resist. At that point, they don't understand that we will resist. We don't start. If the BPR system will resist, and Conan will not want to conduct the election, but it's a recipe. I don't talk on several like programs. It's a recipe for war.
No, not to Salon. Not to Salon.
Not to Salon. No, nigga want. No, nigga want a Salon. They will be like for the Sanko style. We go to Uda. So not to Salon. We go for Uda responsible for bring calm insanity in our country, because like how you last speaker say, I don't remember the name. He say if you know say it don't work, let the system work. Now I believe in democratic principles. Now me also the runner. If you know say it don't work, let the people then vote. If the SLPP win back, we kill them, say they win. But not can change the game in the middle of the game. You know, it makes sense. You violate to constitution, you know they allow that to. Not to Salon, you know to meet you know they happen at Salon. We go after those who are responsible. We want things to say them for Muslim people them. No, this is democracy. Madabi, you don't say Madabi be the complaint. So Madabi for respect the principles of democracy. You go to House of Lords, you go address. That means you British man there. Then Brian comes and you understand what democracy means. Democracy is allowing the people to voice out their views. Democracy is allowing the constitution to work. And then you may change the game in the middle of the game. That would test in a parliament are they responsible. Imagine a big policeman kind of parliament. Policeman for kind of parliament, they can you last speaker see. They're not supposed for. They forget the who how they want, they forget arms this. I make you forget 100 people who elect, appoint or train them with parliamentary because something will fetch the African parliament. Will not mature it. And Salon no one see them can fetch yourself. 10 years ago, no one see them fetch you one day. I may not be realistic. One day not see them fetch you one day. No matter if they come fetch the parliament on the line. I will resist. Thank you, like other people in chat. We will resist.
All right, thank you, Lawrence. Yes, Uma, you get 3 minutes, sir. No, not to you. Not to you.
Talk say. Okay, this talk where people like in talk say police not for good parliament, police not for good. Who does say police not for good parliament? Who does say police not for good parliament? If any fetch for the parliament where human beings then lie their state police get if police not go there, would they go scatter the fence? So na jungle, even MMA. And get time, 5 minutes, boxing, 12 seconds. So if police not go to parliament, we don't go there. They put them the throw away, key to them, shovel, net and cutlass for each other today. If police not go there, or police not go there, let's say police not go there, they lock the door, say, okay, mano or mano, una guata. The one when at the White House, now yeah, then get White House security, then get White House police department they inside the White House. When this January 6th happened, now the police them did it. When the police are not in it for stop their insurgents they not to be chaos, police they did it. Let us try when somebody jump back for going inside the White House. Not to White House police, they be killed or something like that. Police for go. Police them for go there. The other thing them for go inside it and make sure say they be fair, separate the people them. They're not for go inside it and box up into one group of people because the other people are the government in power. They for go there and separate them. But this talk with people talk say, oh, police not for go. Who does say police not for go? Who side pets there? Who side people and they throw away shovel and they throw away all kinds of sharp objects? They're ready for kill each other. We will go separate them. And police. So police for go there. Then just for go there and do the right thing. This thing whether the Fed puzzle, this PPR or POR, whatever the name this thing is. When we go come into conclusion, the Speaker of Parliament not be there today, AAA, nine don't be, it be there. What thing they want go put? I mean, these things that we don't talk, we don't talk, but transfer them, they pull out, they throw it out. Why them face and again? You remember them? We don't talk. Say the SLPP. We don't talk. Say the need to be again because the T already did at the Constitution. The president just need for an act up, correct? Then why them bring come again? For can't talk about that. God help that nation, man. Thank you, Lano. Nobody.
All right, thank you very much, Omar. Please now go 3 minutes to the point. The phone line very busy. Yes, caller on the WhatsApp line. You get 3 minutes. Who do we talk to?
You talk to concerned citizen calling from Freetown, Sierra Leone.
Yes, sir. You get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much for the opportunity. You see this really happen, so this bad precedent way we don't start for since 1964. Now the same thing that happen so. But we don't want this to happen in our country. Then they say they don't pass. From where this government came to power 2018, so thing the way they worry the people of this country. They know they do things where they make who elect themselves. You see, if they take policeman them, they take and go right inside the well of Parliament. Now the second time this will happen, beats member of Parliament them do all kinds of things. But you know, them presidential when they do so, we not go one for me because anything wrong yesterday is wrong today. Anything wrong today is wrong tomorrow. But you know what thing? We not get the CS system again. We not get civil society system again. This government don't muscle all the thing they nobody talking. This now we problem, this now the country. Because they just feel say they are them. All the thing they happen so. Elect the whole country condemn say it bad. It good for the evil society system. We not get civil society today. We not get the moral guarantor system today. The religious bodies they will not get them again. For talk for redeem this country. And when this country they go to chaos, now the same people them tomorrow get for talk where God forbid we know how to make that happen in our country. Now make we they talk. This silence of the journalists, of the people in this country, now make this social media where they say then they pay attention to social bloggers them. You see what's happening in our country? It's so sad. It's so sad. We don't want to make this happen. But the government, we get government in our power, then they do bad, they want to make we sing the word of Hosanna to them. It not go possible, it not go work. Then do this deliberately for make we pay attention to that side, they make them do otherwise yonder. But it not go work, me brother. May them just continue. I thank you very much because we cannot block other people and talking. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, caller. Yes, caller, you get 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Who do we talk to?
Then Abakar from London.
Yes, Baka, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Yes, bro. But we can talk, then he say, no kind of salon again, but I didn't see him be before war been be. Now they will see so back. The TRC report talk and say the judiciary now be one of the major problem we make war kind of salon. But now the same thing they will see so back. This or the I call her Attorney General. He go lay something at table at Parliament where they not gazette. First thing they say, according to the law, you the gazette them. People, the common man na salon, we go buy a government bookshop, they read that we know the kind of law the way that they can pass. But then they kuku jumuku, they hide in them, they just go box with an Parliament. The parliamentarian and SSF no they know. The parliamentarian and the SSF for don't get the copy. When they go they read them, so they go get size in the mark and object saying, oh, this law change as well. But this government all thing a power. Not so the second term, that the third term this they do. They go beat members of parliament them back, then pull them and impose speaker. Then beat members of parliament them back under census business. The third term this they do. Then they try to force all things. And we don't say police not for go to parliament. Then for go the yes effects be the. But when they go to parts, then for go parts. But you check now, they say they don't beat them the NGC, I don't call them Chief Fosi member of parliament, they don't arrest them, they don't lock and cell. You don't go to policeman, they go to parliament, go arrest member of parliament, go lock her up. He go lock her up, now so then they do. I mean, where they go now for parts. But then they go favor the government. They say that the parental, how they call that guy, parent. Now he call for them, tell them, say let them pull me on and do. They're not to honorable remember them. You member of parliament, they tell police let them pull you competent. Like say government get for this forever. Would they see them here? Would they say no more? Hey, we not go be in a salon again. But now then be make TRC put and say now the judiciary, the parliament, the police, now they all cause that worry. Now they see so small. Now nobody know for talk. Anybody will talk, then chase you. When you talk something, if na salon I be out of that for them you go fend me. Now so the thing don't be. But we get for stand up. Like how that guy they talk now, we get for stand up for police bad governance. Let people and get chance for talk na salon. Now we all get salon, not to one get set of people and get salon. Now we all get the country, but this government are the worst government we don't see. Who see them? We no college, no school, we be in the street. Now we demonstrate against Pasheki. Yes. Then we don't say small road in us, we don't burn. But then can't see how man be over so for where democracy can no one they see. The man they go now other people country can see also they enjoy. They talk to parliamentarian and don't even parliament and the first day he left then they can't see don't they wait and don't they say one not go be that salon again. But I didn't see how they not swore.
But we stand with it. We stand. No war in Sierra Leone. And
now they here for stop. Now make one not go be. But people are not go sit on the mass they always.
Not at all, sir. Not at all. Not they encourage that, and I don't think so. One for the go in that part today because we get what we stand for. It will create a platform for no talk, but to not create platform for make.
No wait, you have to stop watching the be so. You have to stop watching the be.
So now one I they stop, huh?
No, this the bring war. Not saying no, war.
Exactly, not to war because a lot of people lost their hand. The people that lost their hand and lost them, foot them, they will not be happy. People are always talking about war. War is not the answer.
What in the cause war? Now then see how they cause war.
All right, thank you, sir.
We then a salon say war done per we. I don't move na salon say accommodate from 1991. Say democracy come. We did it. So if we don't begin see we go reverse back down and say let one not be. But I then tell the first war. That's not the thing.
All right, thank you, Abubakar. Not so, yeah. If you get your loved one in Sierra Leone, if you get things in Sierra Leone where you care for, I don't think you think say, come on, please. Yes, Ezekiel, 3 minutes, sir.
Thank you so much, Triple A. Please, we know they encourage war business in that country again. We get a lot of Parliament and Congress fighting where they happen around the world. Then can just go and throw things and by themselves and end on day. So they alone know they talk about war and encourage war. I think meanwhile for start say let them go and review that video. That person where it map now that sacred house and course right there. Because I know the inside and the outside that sound come out. If they were in authority right now, then cover that person there because if they not inside. One way they tell we about mommy cause it bad. Now then they encourage her. Because this then go able to dig that person there. That person there, let them not do nothing, but let them sanction her. Ever go to parliament again. Unheard of. Goodness. Business and they go to map here and they drop mommy cause like that. Una dig that person there, una say, ever pass in parliament again. Please, una do am. And una for make sure say that person there, una announce his name publicly. Ridiculous. And then the other thing, my brother, bro Omar, that's true. The police then can do every side. But when we get a police way, they execute justice, now the one they wait and they empower, now then they do go work for. Not necessary for the day because not to one side throw away something. If other people have been throwing at the other side, the police for don't go. In fact, how they for don't deal with that thing, the one that way they're so angry and they cause agitation, little by little now they for don't they pull them out. Small, go talk to them, wait and calm down, then come inside. But when one person hold the mic and Alexei now get authority over everybody in the parliament, where they elect them or tell a policeman they say una pull and ado. Not right. Right for the instruction. The police therefore not for really listen to instruction. When the incident they happen, you they hear instruction from Nancy Pelosi, say police una go. No. Then they call for help. And when they can no instruction not there to them. Now then they go do them. Then they look at whether and the threats they hold up. Period. Then not they go there, then they still they listen to instruction from parliamentary, from people from Congress or whatever. No, then get their own command and then get their own instruction. They know how to put things and down. Where then go, they're not to listen to somebody on the loud, because when that person there on the mic and if they holla say let them put the other one there, now it cause more problem because those people, other people, they self they feel say, what's the problem? When they elect you, me self they elect me. How you they go shout and let them pull me? That sound they alone, it cause more agitation. Not necessary. He not get the right for they do that. When the police then come, left them, let them do the process according to waiting then land in terms of quieting down agitative situation. So you forget the instruction. When you give the instruction, then they agree people away than they on the other side. Now then they feel bad. That means now you get the authority for instruct the police for take care of them. For it not necessary. And the other thing we are the suspect now this parliament why most times the speaker not able to now the same thing the speaker was not elected, so as a result they not give them that complete and comprehensive respect because for who that in they speak. All these things now all preamble to all these the way they happen, but at the same time please Leone, don't encourage war. Like way AAA say the one that right now way that war destroy them forever. They language, no government help, nothing. They're not one even hearing for they're not even one for hearing something like that. See, thank you so much, AAA. God bless we all.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel. Look at this caller. If it's not parliament. Yes, caller, who would they talk to? You get 3 minutes.
Thank you. Oh, Parliament today, see drama. This will go on so today, but wow, it's crazy. You see, the reason we make this parliament today be so chaotic. This thing, whatever encounter today, so when they even inform, it's like my sneak and sneak counter. After they do not take attention, Fisher in judgment, all man, divert that attention. I dey count this thing for come sneak come today for come pass am per week. Sorry. Wow. SMPP power. Still go on. You see, people will talk about more. Then people are easy to make the get a tendency. The behavior more man so. Then people are most of the people are always so. All the cause that was to do with that. The people are they not hold them accountable. They left them and because at that time and we didn't government. This is SLPP. Also they go overseas, some man don't come back so. They can't behave so. You know? So what that pass for we some of put on you born Joe one bit. So to rally body to small trauma put people in that country. Yeah, you have to bear the greatest responsibility. Most of them, they are back by them. But who of them the pass so? Oh, that's a lot more because of political party or tribe. They consider that they don't do that one day. Somebody will not do that. What is there? The whole land, the make sure the jail up. So they want to don't commit that Holocaust, all this bad crime there. They don't left you. The tendency they back will commit the same thing. I mean, they are not going to sense of that. They're not the humanitarian feeling. All that's the effect for that for the interest. How to secure the power and emancipate wealth. That's all. What's up, man? Don't like what they say. You don't see where they go through that country, hunger and starvation, pain and suffering, the well-being of that people, of the people there. You know, it's sad. It's unfortunate. People are some of them they wake up. But President Bill, say you don't do the manifesto from A to Z, na bonus you give you. Well, create what's it called? Why you not go left the level playing field? In the middle of the game, now you do the shift to go post left and right. What's it? This is the 11th hour. What's the problem? Look, the what's the call you go pull back about the registration. This perspective of how we can continue with this. I think see what happen, so anything can happen. All right, okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Phone line don't close, yeah? Phone line don't close. We get one more caller after this one, but the phone line don't close. If they call you, they call you right now. Check your phone. Yes, sir. You get 3 minutes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. You know, something make a call actually because I think say this sometimes and they will get to be very, very careful what they say. This country don't go through a lot of stuff before anyway. Sometimes the rhetoric and then the incitement and then very dangerous, very, very dangerous. You don't know how many people and really they expect to you to talk. So man, how you talk so you don't take them a healer. A very, very dangerous rhetoric that they bring come. So we don't go through this war and other stuff that are country. We very, very need to be careful. I mean, on advice that to everyone today, yeah.
Thank you very much, Umar.
Thank you, sir. Yes.
Last caller, how they bring now? No colleague, you know. Our last caller, how they bring so.
Hello?
Yes, sir. You don't turn your off?
Yeah, I don't turn off.
You get 3 minutes, sir.
AAA. I watched this video today with my wife sent it to me. It's really shameful. This is not the first time I think to me Lolly I think the truth and this when they go fet na Pintumani or whatever. Then they come fet na the east side the House of Parliament now. It's very shameful. So let the whole world look how we member of Parliament and they behave. Whole world they look how member of Parliament and they behave. Then the president they go talk say and bring the good image of Salon. Now the good image that one day we in your house they the constitution and they waiting then they show to the citizens now. They are not credible at all. They are not. To me, they are. Parliament, the Parliament don't fail the citizen. They fail the citizen. Parliament fail the citizen. But the citizens for look now, for see if they want to go, they go vote for them for go back to Parliament. Now then for look now say well, look at him behave. Shameful. It is shameful. It's shameful. We were the out. They make we not get no respect out. We're out of the country. Very shameful. Shame on them. Shame on them. The government of power, shame on them. Shame on them. The opposition, shame on them. It's shame. I mean, the only thing I'm making for talk, you know. You see, what I'm going to tell you, the last time we made the interview, me say, Paul Williams, on our own time. What do we do on our own time? I tell you, say, when we talk, all the politicians they come, and they pull all the whole thing, so. Yeah. And they pull all the whole thing. We get seasoned politicians at that time when we on time a day. I don't know, me on time, for when me on time, we wait a month, we on time, we will not see fat day one day. One day we will not see fat. The only thing we would do, the person who is not better, we'll put her out. We now fed Tom begin at the Parliament now to what and not to tell. Hey, bro, we know they should not consider, we know they should not say, bro, it is a good image for the country. That's a good image that one day. At all. At all. At all. We see federal begin so. When election time now, what will happen? This corner man, now don't create the whole problem. This corner man don't create a lot of problems. If they do thing now, the link, because it's suspicious now, it is linked to the government side now. This corner man, I don't tell you now, this corner man, a man with the danger man. Fulumuku man. I mean, don't tell you one day say, I've been doing a civil service, will you call a man write a Fulumuku letter to me? Stupid letter. When I'm boss go correct her. So I know this man very well, this corner man. He's one of the stupid man I've ever seen. Now he create all the problem here. If we do not try for demonstrate against this man, is now a left with the opposition for demonstrate hard. So they don't want this man. They don't want him. Because in action what they do, credible at all. This kind of man now they create this problem. Now create this problem all. And they will create this problem by an election. Now I time now for sit down and stand against them. Strongly. Not stand against them strongly before the election start. So na me own submission I want it. It's shameful. It's shameful.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Yeah, thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Before I left here, I just want to say a few things. Ego Vex. Look how somebody talked today in the comment section where he say, well, the way cost now because it vex. Now I make a say now when you get cost inside you, now you go pull. Because some of we will vex with the set we mouth. We know they talk. Because then say you for take time where you want to talk. Because them fet na parliament. I still repeat this word. Because them fet na parliament. We next tomorrow you go see them all and they find back. Now you feel say because them fet so what they come? Who sense we make? Eh? You know what people and go through with war? Is outside war don't be an answer. We know to peace they come inside. And I don't think say I go to go back and forth with people on that. I'm sorry. We create a platform for we all come and voice out your opinion. But there are some lines in the way you cross them, we just hang up the phone by you. Going further. If you want for propagate war, no to ya. No to this platform. Okay, we love ones then they. We love our country. That's why some of us go all the time. Some people I know they go. Then on social media. Na social media and they do everything. I don't think so we create a platform for many people and can abuse them. Eh? Now love, na the answer. Now love, that's why we're here. But small therapy, then they come with war. Okay, this is what people were saying will lead people in. People lead them, people business, eh? Eh? Now this be done, now this, eh? Then gullible mind them be done there. What? Now this statement to be this alone. If one not can, better not go happen. If one not can, what the worker? Not to the same people that will be the same worker, better not go happen. Not to the hand and the foot and then cut. So I don't know why we sit here. Eh? Okay, now TRC be say, when TRC say, now him be making. What are you saying? Some man not get time before, he not get time behind. He look right, he look left, he not get time. That's why. What's in the other solution we dey with? What's in the other thing we dey think about? So going further, Going further, as you want begin talk about you, now I dey hang up by you. Seriously, I don't have time for that. We create platform for let we all can talk and talk with something where you feel say, but that's why some man all the one they wish bad, I mean they agree investors alone. Because all them gets that they say bad they happen they. Salon not safe, all thing. Now that's the reason. They make drama. The one the way they perform. You don't see that drama then they do. A drama. Watch them. Now you get for shame back. When you go see them the next time and they play and laugh. Now you go shame back. You fumble way register. Remind them, make you go verify. We go there back tomorrow. Till we meet again, Triple say, tata.